It's a game changer for how we respond to crime in Anchorage.
All right, that was Anchorage Police Chief Sean Case saying APD undergoing a game-changing technological upgrade that's going to be rolled out in the next year.
I sat down with Chief Case today to learn more about what the community can expect. Upgrades include a real-time crime center that will allow up to 750 live video feeds at one time, automated license plate readers, and drones that can launch remotely. The Anchorage Assembly approved a renewal of APD's 5-year technology and equipment contract with Axon Tuesday night. It replaced the former contract with Axon. The new contract increases APD's annual payment to Axon by over $950,000. Chief Case says businesses and individuals can volunteer to give APD access to their private security systems.
Some of the technology that we have here in this package is going to really put law enforcement and businesses or retailers kind of together and connect so that we can ensure that they're collecting all the information, the data, the evidence, the video, the photos, the documentation of what happened in the store, electronically transmitting it to us. We can immediately get arrest warrants and move that through the process.
In response to Assembly concerns about privacy and data security in the face of increased video surveillance capabilities, Chief Case says several privacy policies come with the approved contract. All data will be deleted after 14 days unless stored for evidence. Drones will not record and route to active scenes, and automated license plate readers can only be used as an investigative tool during the course of an investigation. And the department must publish an annual audit report that includes information on how the technology is used.
All right, Augusta, thank you. And we have more on Augusta's sit down with Chief Case, also the new technology on our website. We'll be sure to follow the advancements as we learn more.
All right, John, and developing now, a push to restore the statutory PFD formula is garnering thousands in support.
And this comes after one Anchorage man started a petition to change it. Political reporter Will Courtney talked to that man. Will, he says he didn't expect to gain this much attention so quick. Huh?
Yeah, that's right, John. Stephen Spann started the initiative on change.org to return the PFD back to using the statutory formula. That's after it changed in 2017, and now the legislature gets to choose that final amount. Spann said he started it after looking how the PFD is made and called this year's $1,000 PFD unacceptable. When I spoke to him today, this is what he had to say about what he's seen since the petition launched.
I haven't seen any negative feedback for it, like at all. It's been very supportive. People are resharing and resharing and resharing. And hopefully we can make something happen.
And I also reached out to several lawmakers today across the aisle. And for context, the legislature approved the $1,000 PFD earlier this year after Governor Mike Dunleavy put the full statutory formula amount in the budget. Representative Calvin Estragi, who is Spann's representative, said today that the full statutory dividend wasn't going to be realistic this year.
Just again, I find, or it's my view that the dividend has tremendous value to Alaskans. I want to see the dividend continue into the future, but to do so, we have to be honest about what it's going to take as a state to be able to pay dividends, and that's going to require either us to look at the way oil and gas pays the bills, or doesn't in Alaska, or broad-based taxes. I think it's inevitable for the state of Alaska looking into the future.
And on the other side of the aisle, House Minority Leader Mia Costello said in a text message, in part, quote, "Voters have a right to be mad when Alaskans' ownership share in our natural resources in the form of a dividend is taken by government to grow government. I applaud Mr. Spann for his efforts to increase our dividend." And then finally, Governor Mike Dunleavy also sent a statement saying, in part, the PFD is more than a check and helps hold true to Alaska's constitutional promise that, quote, "all political power is inherent in the people." For more on the PFD and why it no longer uses the statutory formula, head to our website or mobile app.
All right, well, thanks so much. Turning now to weather. It's been an extreme start to fall in the southeast, and now new alerts are in effect.
Yeah, there she is, Chief Meteorologist Melissa Fry tracking the storms. Melissa, what's happening?
Yeah, they just really can't catch a break in southeast. It's been storm after storm, and now we have 3 storms lining up, all of which will bring some significant impacts to much of the southern half of the state, but southeast taking a lot of it. This current area of low pressure is bringing very wet conditions right now in Prince William Sound. In southeast, that rain is increasing, and we've been seeing high wind gusts today across the Alaska Peninsula, already seeing gusts to 60 miles per hour near Cold Bay, and that is after this same storm brought record rainfall to the Aleutians winds and Alaska Peninsula yesterday. Now it's pushing east, but it's actually the second storm in the line that we have high wind watches in effect for on Friday. So this is an early heads up. In southeast, Ketchikan to the north, you need to be prepared for these winds gusting between 60 and 70 miles per hour, starting out early in the day of the southeast and then switching around to the west. Again, that's the strength of a Category 1 hurricane that we could see there in southeast again as we head through the day on Friday. So be prepared for that. Right now, pretty quiet conditions. We, of course, had that termination dust in Anchorage. Temperatures now in the upper 40s in Palmer. Cloudy conditions, quiet all the way to Fairbanks, where temperatures are in the low 50s. But again, we do have those changes coming with those storms lining up. Anchorage, Palmer, it's rain showers to end the week. But Fairbanks, you want to be prepared for your first freeze, likely later this week into next week. And Ketchikan, again, it's those high winds and heavy rain that you want to be prepared for. Hey, Anchorage, overnight tonight, we will see mostly cloudy conditions, a chance for light isolated showers, temperatures dropping to just the mid-40s overnight, and then we'll see some lighter isolated showers in and out through the day tomorrow, with high temperatures returning to the mid-50s. I'll have a closer look on that series of storms here in a few minutes.
All right, Melissa, thanks so much. And this weekend, supporters of ending sexual violence are coming together to raise awareness and provide resources for survivors.
The Star 2025 Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event is happening at the Diamond Center Mall on Saturday. It's a walk that is open to all genders to show solidarity for the cause. And joining us now, Jennifer Brown with Star Alaska. Star, an acronym for Standing Together Against Rape.
Jennifer, thanks for joining us. Tell us first more about the walk and its importance, especially here in Alaska with these crimes, and what makes this event so unique.
This event is very unique because I don't know of any other where you'll find a firefighter or a police officer walking around in high heel shoes to raise money. And it's kind of a silly, lighthearted event, but it deals with a very serious subject. The rates of sexual assault in Alaska, unfortunately, are the highest in the nation. And so it's really important for all people, not just men, to come out and support the walk and raise awareness around it so that perhaps one day the rates won't be so high.
Yeah, no, an incredible cause. Jennifer, you mentioned this event, it sees typically a heavy involvement from law enforcement, the first responders, city officials. What does that presence and show of support mean to standing together against rape?
It means a lot. The police department obviously are essential partners of ours, and I love to see them rally around this cause because they work with the same survivors we work with. And so it means a lot that they are getting up on a Saturday and putting high heel shoes on and being good sports and walking a mile to raise support for our programs and services.
All right, Jennifer. And finally, what will you talked a little bit about supporting the programs and services, but what will this money be used for? And if folks can't make it, what are other ways that they can help out besides the walk?
Yeah, if folks can't make it, they can donate to the event online. They can even pick a team that they want to support at staralaska.com/events. Yeah, we're going to have firefighters, APD, physical therapists, real estate agents. I think we've got about 12 teams registered right now. So if you don't want to participate in the walk, come on out and just watch because it is quite a spectacle.
All right. Jennifer Brown, we appreciate you and your organization, STAR, Standing Together Against Rape, so much. Very important.
Thank you.
Right. And the walk, again, happening at Diamond Center this Saturday morning at 11 o'clock.
All right, and dozens of businesses will be taking part in a Fairbanks job fair tomorrow, including the retail and banking industries. It's happening at the Fairbanks Regional Office building near downtown.
The event, it's one of 7 job fairs put on by the Fairbanks Job Center. Usually roughly 150 people attend, we're told. Job seekers urged to dress professionally and come ready with a resume. Employers will be interviewing and in some cases hiring on the spot. About 35 businesses expected to take part in the event in Fairbanks. All right, since 2012, the Alaska Fisher House has been a home for service members, loved ones, also veterans needing medical care.
Our Georgina Fernandez takes us inside the gates this week and into their doors for a look at their mission.
Inside these doors,
it's a community.
Is Jay Bear's best kept secret.
It's an opportunity for them to solely focus on their medical journey.
The Alaska Fisher House, a home away from home for service members, their families, and veterans.
It really truly is a community and a safe space for someone to be able to stay.
Similar to the concept of the Ronald McDonald House, the Alaska Fisher House, located just across the street from the Jaber Hospital and VA, provides free housing for service members, their families, and veterans to stay at while receiving medical care.
We make it warm, home, fresh food, lots of volunteers making dinners, everything that you can imagine solely for them to just focus on their medical.
In September, that dedication to care was recognized as the organization celebrated 7 years since it's established its second house on Jaber alongside Founders Day.
And it wasn't but about 6 months after we opened the first house that we realized they would need a second house.
In 2012, Fisher House established its first house on Jaber. The Jaber House locations continue to be home to the only Fisher House locations statewide.
Oftentimes the guests here don't know how their journey is going to be medically, and to be able to kind of alleviate some stress as they're going through the struggles is just remarkable.
In just fiscal year 2024 alone, the Alaska Fisher House was able to provide support to 1,555 families statewide. And in a state as large as Alaska, where there can often be feelings of disconnection, is here where families can come together and connect.
A story over coffee, both battling cancer and championing each other.
And be alongside others who just get it. Inside the gates, Georgina Fernandez, Alaska's news source.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.